Okay, so I am going to demonstrate how I apply the Slimshady signature graphic to my baits. So I start with a sheet of the graphics here. I cut them into individual pieces, dip them in the water just for a second. They don't need to be in there very long. I put them on a piece of cutting board, which keeps them from sticking. And I have my bait ready in the holder here. So as you see, I usually do quite a few at a time because I found that it's definitely the most efficient way to do it. Otherwise, you got to wait for each one to get ready, and that takes a while. So I usually line up a bunch, figure out how many baits I have to do roughly, cut them. Because once you dip them, you have to throw that away if you don't use it once it dries. So usually takes a few seconds for these to start to loosen up there. So while we're doing that, I'll take one of them and re-dip it in the water just to make the process a little faster. Yeah, that one's ready to go. So take this, put it about where I want it, pull the bottom part out. Now as you can see, it's on there. And then I take my, I have a piece of towel handy, get a little damp, not wet, you don't want it wet, but just a little bit damp. And then blot it on there to soak up all the excess water. Once it's in place, it doesn't move. That one's done, set it aside. Grab the next one. And once you get moving, I can do them pretty fast. So, get that there. Plot it, try to make sure it's straight. Boom, next one. Get it in the holder. Pull it up. On there. Boom. Get it straight. Next one. Pull it up. Get it straight as I can, then I blot it. Done. Do a couple more here just so you can see relatively how long it takes to do a few. Get it on there. Blot it out. When I first started doing these, I wasn't very efficient at it because I would do one and then I would do a few and then I'd try to dry them off with a heat gun to get them to stick, and I'd spray lacquer over them and try to seal them in that way, and all that. I found out all that stuff was kind of unnecessary. All I really need to do is put them on there, get them straight, blot them, and they're done. Now, once the graphic is on there, you don't want, I found out the hard way that you do not want to go ahead and clear coat that immediately. You've got to let the graphics dry completely. Otherwise, you will have, you'll get some water trapped between the graphic and the bait. And then when you go to clear coat it, you'll be able to see the graphic, the outline of the graphic. I think I have an example here that I can show you that I didn't do quite so well. For example, this one, you can probably see the outline of the graphic there. That one a little too quick with the clear coat. Didn't let it dry enough, and didn't work out quite so well. All right, I'm gonna shut this off.